Today's breaking news from Central America. Honduras has just concluded one of its tightest and most dramatic elections in recent history. In a surprising twist, the Trump-backed candidate has emerged victorious, sparking nationwide debates and international reactions. This election was expected to be close, but few predicted just how razor-thin the margin would be. Both candidates campaigned aggressively, focusing on economic revival, crime reduction, and migration, the key issues shaping Honduran politics. What made this election especially unique was the strong endorsement from former U.S. President Donald Trump. His vocal support energized conservative voters in Honduras and stirred conversations about U.S. influence in the region. Election night was filled with suspense. Early results suggested a possible opposition victory, but later counts shifted dramatically. With less than a 1% difference, the Trump-backed candidate ultimately secured the win. The results triggered mixed responses among Hondurans. Supporters celebrated the victory as a turning point, while critics expressed concern about foreign influence and political polarization. Experts say the new president faces huge challenges: tackling corruption, improving security, boosting the struggling economy, and managing delicate relations with both Washington and Latin America. A historic moment for Honduras. A narrow election win backed by one of the most controversial political figures in the world. How this leadership shapes the nation's future remains to be seen. Every year, millions of children across the world ask a magical question: where is Santa right now? And once again, NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, is tracking Santa's journey across the globe. But this year, there's a twist. As excited kids dialed the NORAD Santa hotline, one of the voices answering the calls was none other than Donald Trump. Tonight, we dive into this heartwarming holiday moment. Santa tracking is a tradition dating back to 1955. When a child accidentally called the Continental Air Defense Command asking to speak with Santa. Instead of correcting the mistake, the officer on duty played along and a tradition was born. Now, NORAD uses satellites, radar, fighter jets, and tracking technology to follow Santa's sleigh on Christmas Eve. This year, Donald Trump participated in answering children's Christmas calls. Kids from across America dialed in, eager to know Santa's exact location, and unexpectedly found themselves speaking with the former U.S. president. Trump responded with warm greetings, holiday wishes, and playful comments as he checked the Santa tracker. Imagine being a child, excited to know where Santa is, and suddenly hearing, "Hello, this is President Trump. Are you ready for Christmas?" For many kids, it turned an already magical moment into something unforgettable. Parents recorded reactions from gasps to laughter to total surprise. According to the tracker, Santa was moving quickly across the Pacific and heading toward North America during Trump's call session. NORAD showed Santa delivering gifts at incredible speed, visiting over 1,000 homes per second. Each time a child asked, Trump checked the large digital map and told them Santa's approximate location. Every time a public figure participates in the NORAD hotline, it sparks conversations. Some praised Trump's appearance as a wholesome, family-friendly gesture during the holidays. Others debated it online, as politics often finds a way into every topic, even Christmas Eve. But for the kids calling, none of that mattered. All they cared about was Santa, gifts, and the magic of the season. Hundreds of volunteers join the NORAD operation every December. Military personnel, families, and community members gather to answer thousands of calls every hour. The room buzzes with excitement, Christmas music plays in the background, and screens update Santa's location in real time. Whether it's Santa soaring across the sky, or children calling in to check on him, or even a former president picking up the phone, the NORAD Santa hotline reminds us of one thing: no matter where we come from, Christmas magic unites us all. From our studio to your home, Merry Christmas, and may your holiday be filled with joy, hope, and wonder. Whether it's Santa soaring across the sky, or children calling in to check on him, or even a former president picking up the phone, the NORAD Santa hotline reminds us of one thing: no matter where we come from, Christmas magic unites us all. From our studio to your home, Merry Christmas, and may your holiday be filled with joy, hope, and wonder. A single photograph can explain an entire event in 1 second. It can provoke emotion, inspire action, and create trust in the story. A journalist writes the message, but a photographer brings the message to life. Photography is the visible proof behind every fact. Think of the stories that changed the world: images from wars, protests, humanitarian crises, and natural disasters. These photographs didn't just accompany the news, they became the news. Millions of people saw the truth with their own eyes, because a camera captured it. Imagine a long, detailed article with no images at all. The reader loses interest fast. There is no emotion, no visual connection, no story they can see. Photography in journalism is like the roast potatoes at Christmas dinner. It completes the experience and makes everything richer. Journalism and photography are two wings of the same bird. One cannot fly far without the other. Behind every powerful story, there is a skilled writer and a skilled photographer. Every photograph is a piece of history, frozen in time for the world to see. A powerful storm has once again struck California, unleashing heavy rains, strong winds, and massive mudflows that swept through entire communities. Within only a few hours, peaceful neighborhoods turned into disaster zones. Dozens of homes were damaged, hundreds of cars were buried or pushed aside by the fast-moving mud, and thousands of residents were forced to evacuate. Emergency services say this may be one of the most destructive local storms of the year. People are left shocked, confused, and desperately trying to understand how much they've lost. The mudflow rushed down from the nearby hillsides, carrying rocks, tree branches, and debris, hitting residential areas with tremendous force. Many homes were instantly filled with mud up to the windows, trapping furniture and destroying interior walls. Some houses have shifted off their foundations, while others are barely standing. Residents trying to return to their properties can hardly recognize their homes. What once were clean front yards are now brown rivers of thick sludge.